have you ever asked yourself this question, okay? Asking good questions for Bible interpretation. Why is it that when Jesus casts out demons, people look at that like it's a sign that he is the Messiah? There isn't a single episode or verse in the Old Testament about casting out demons in the messianic profile. Where in the world did they get this idea that this would validate the Messiah, the son of David, when there's nothing in the Old Testament about that?
Yeah, good question.
Okay, well, there is something there. We just can't see it. And Psalm 91 is part of the something. In 𝗘𝗾𝗵𝗀𝗀𝗀, where this psalm and 3 others were found, there's another text. It's a text that talks about, about David, and about, like, it's kind of like Solomon's litany of all the things he wrote that we have in the Old Testament. Well, there's one of those for David, and it says in that text that David wrote 4 songs, okay, to treat people who were demon possessed. And not coincidentally, we find 4 psalms, we're in the same cave, the same location with this thing, and one of them is Psalm 91. And Jewish tradition understood from, that text tells us that they understood that David's psalms, some of the things David wrote were about exorcism, and that means that David had power given from the Holy Spirit, through these psalms over demons. Now that isn't spelled out anywhere. As you read this and set it in its own context, they had an expectation that the son of David, the kings that extend from David, would have this power. And Solomon is a big deal in Second Temple literature as well. Solomon has these sorts of things written about him. So David, Solomon, and so they're like doing the math and thinking, well, the historical David could do this. The ultimate son of David's, he ought to be able to do this too.
Right.
And so it's built into their profile without there ever being a verse to that effect.